This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Hey there, Republicans. It's your old friends at Republican Rehab, and we just have to say, wow, you really had a big night last night, didn't you? You must be feeling really giddy. And, you know, that's always a very dangerous time for you. We saw you celebrating. Come on.
First of all, I want to thank God for his abundant grace.
Now, you know we've always believed that the only path to recovery is to acknowledge a higher power. It's just that in your particular case, that higher power was $30 million from billionaire donors. Yes, you do need to thank God for his abundant grace. What you really need to thank is Sheldon Adelson for his abundant checks. Now is the time for a little humility, not this kind of stuff.
There have been men and women of courage who stood up and decided it was more important to look out for the future of their children and their grandchildren than their own political futures.
Okay, let's put things in perspective. Last night, you saved your job, not a bunch of kids from a burning building, okay? That's a Democrat thing. Right now, you're riding the high that $30 million can give you, but it's just going to make you want more and better highs. Well, like the White House. And that's going to require much higher dosages of money, isn't it? Look, right now you feel invincible. You think you can do anything. Remember the term we learned? It's called the manic phase. You go too far. You get too overexcited, and next thing you know, you're naked and flying on bath salts. Don't make me go on, okay? Don't let it happen. Call us first. We're Republican Rehab.
First of all, I want to thank God for his abundant grace.
Who is abundant grace? Is she a coke wife? Is she? Who's Grace? Why is he thanking Grace? What did she have to do with it? It was money. It was all money last night. And in fact, there's enough billionaire money out there to make president Scott Walker. He is Grover Norquist's wet dream, the perfect working digits pen holder president that they envision in the Republican Party. And I will say, at least voters have an excuse. You made a very bad decision last night, and that was the result of being misled and deceived. But the Supreme Court made the decision all by themselves, and all with education, and all with precedent, and all with all the things that other governors, other Supreme Courts, U.S. Supreme Courts, state Supreme Courts, Montana, for example, have written, saying money will corrode and corrupt political discourse and political life and the ability for the governed to self-govern. Everybody agrees that money is a corrosive, corrupting force, except for 5 members of the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, they made that bad decision all on their own. Everyone else will suffer, but they're the ones that made the bad decision. You know, being deceived, being a low information voter, being a victim of Scott Walker's divide and conquer, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?